This is a demonstration of ASTMC143, standard test method for slump of hydraulic cement concrete. For the slump test, we're going to need a 12-inch slump cone, which measures a 4-inch opening at the top and an 8-inch opening at the bottom. It shall be free from dents or adhered mortar. You'll also need a 5/8-inch tamping rod, at least 4 inches longer than the depth of the mold, and no more than 24 inches in total length. And finally, you'll need a measuring device, a ruler or tape measure, marked in increments of a 1/4 inch or less. You have 2.5 minutes from start to finish to complete this test, and must be started within 5 minutes of obtaining your final composite. As with any of these tests, we want to recombine our composite sample when we get it back to our place of testing. To start, we're going to dampen our equipment, making sure that we have a flat, non-absorptive surface to run our test on. And we'll want to dampen our slump cone. We want to place our slump cone on our flat, non-absorptive surface and secure it in place. We're going to fill our mold in 3 equal lifts by volume. The first being approximately 2 5/8 inches from the bottom. Introduce the concrete, trying to distribute it around the bottom of the cone. We'll rod it completely through the entire lift, just barely touching the bottom. 25 rods, angling our rod around the edges of the cone. Be sure to not stir the concrete, rather remove the rod completely every stroke. Our next lift, approximately 2/3 by volume, a 1/6 and 1/8 inches from the bottom. This time we're going to go all the way through our lift and penetrate into our previous lift approximately 1 inch. 25 rods. The third and final lift, you want to have enough concrete in there and heaping on top that ensures you will not get below the surface in completing your rodding, your 25 rods. Again, penetrating the previous lift approximately 1 inch. You can, if necessary, add more concrete if you have not completed all your rods. And with the rolling and sawing motion, I'm going to finish the surface flush with the top of the cone. Remove any excess concrete to prevent any blockage of flow. And while securing your cone, release the ears. And we want to lift our cone straight up in a 2 to 5 second time frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Invert our cone to our base plate. If your slump shears off or falls away for some reason, we need to start over and run this test again. So we invert our cone onto our base. We're using any straight edge. We're going to measure to the middle of the displaced center of our slump and read and record to the nearest 1/4 inch, 3.5 inches. Once we've obtained our final reading, we'll discard our sample and clean up our equipment.